Hello again, this is James Broughton, and welcome to my social media series on how to be more productive using web technology. The other day, while talking to a friend and collaborator of mine, Nathan Crutchfield, about some of the neat features of Foursquare, such as capturing your activities, he said to me, "I like the idea, but can I archive all of my activities so that they are easy to find?" I started to think about how to integrate these activities and thought that it would be a great challenge to figure out a way to accomplish this simple task of displaying all activities in Outlook. In order to set this automatic task up, I am going to use an application called IFTTT. Do not worry if you have not encountered this application, as I will walk you through the steps required to create the task that will allow you to sync your Foursquare check-ins with Google Calendar, to archive where you have been and what you have done. So to accomplish this task, you will need 5 things: a Google account where you can access your Google Calendar, a Foursquare account, Microsoft Outlook, Google Calendar Sync, and a little knowledge about IFTTT. IFTTT stands for If This, Then That, which simply means that if I do something, then I must do something else to make my task work. The application provides a way to customize your social media experience in an easy-to-follow format and allows you the opportunity to put strings of information together that will simply automate many daily tasks for you. In this session, I want to talk about how to archive your Foursquare check-ins to Microsoft Outlook. I will provide the steps that I use to capture my Foursquare check-ins and display them on my Outlook calendar. First, you will need to log into IFTTT and create a task using the if-then-that formula. Let's start off by choosing this, and we will use a trigger Foursquare. Select Foursquare from the list. Note that there are 3 triggers. For our task, we are going to use the trigger Any New Check-In and click on Complete the Trigger. Next, we will use the that portion of the formula, and we are going to choose Google from the action channel. And for this action, we only have one option: Quick Add Event. So click on the option and you will come to step 6, Complete Action Fields. You will note that the action field displays several default values: shout, venue name, and venue URL. This information is what will be displayed on your Google Calendar and also your Outlook calendar. If you wish to modify the options, click in the Quick Add Event box. On the right side, you will see a new section called Add-ins, where you can modify your settings in the Quick Add Event box. Just click on the option that you want, and it will be added to Quick Add text box. Click on Complete Action. Now that you have completed your task, let's review the formula. If any new check-in on Foursquare, then Quick Add Event to my Google Calendar. Here is where you will add a description for the task. Click on Create Task and your task will be created. To verify that the task is working, use your Foursquare account and do a check-in. Then view your Google Calendar to see if the check-in is displayed properly. The problem: IFTTT does not provide a way to add events directly to your Outlook calendar. The solution: download and install an application for Google called Google Calendar Sync. I have included the web link on this page and also will include it in the text below the video. Once the application is installed, you will now have a new pop-up menu in your taskbar with several options. To configure this application, click on Options and you will note that you have 3 sync options. The first option is a two-way sync, which allows you to sync both the Google Calendar with Outlook events. The next option is one-way, Google Calendar to Outlook. This option will sync only your Google Calendar events with the Outlook calendar. This is the function that I use. The third option is also a one-way method. This option will sync only your Outlook calendar events with your Google Calendar. You have one additional option where you can specify how often you want to sync your calendar. When you have completed your setup, click on Save and your Outlook calendar will sync with your Google Calendar, depending on the options that you chose during setup. Now when you use Foursquare, all of your activities or check-ins will be populated on your Outlook calendar automatically based on your setup. Before I conclude, I discussed 5 things that you will need before you can accomplish this task, and I briefly discussed IFTTT. Now when you use Foursquare, all of your activities or check-ins will be populated on your Outlook calendar. Thank you for listening to this video. I wish you continued success in your journey, and I look forward to your feedback. For more details, visit my website, jamesbroughton.com, for all of your social media needs. And also follow me on YouTube to get my latest videos.